This here. You guys ready to get this started?
Go enough, Captain.
Tally ho.
That doesn't sound excited enough, goddammit. You guys ready to get this started?
Tally toe. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Now that we have shown your excitement, do you also happen to remember what you were doing when last we left off?
Probably not.
I remember I got hit square in the head and I collapsed. And
We were dragging him around, right?
There was an incredible turf war.
We're
Where the
not
attacks to a throne, and I fell, but Weifo was able to avenge me in the war, and we were able to escape in the end.
It was a fierce war.
The fierce war with the ice methods and the snowballs.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Didn't we like agree to come back to like look for them next night or something like that?
We did many times. We
do that
we haven't
times?
seen them since. We've done it a couple times. We haven't seen them since the snowball fight.
Oh yeah, we came back like 2 nights, I think, to the same spot.
Yeah.
We didn't find them. Yeah, sounds right.
So, with all of that information in mind, what is your plan of action?
Fuck you, Elena. She was asking where I'm at, and then she apparently had me muted. Fuck you.
I only
Fuck you.
I'll know it was entirely on purpose, Elena. It's okay.
I don't actually get muted.
Just
gonna see her character falling down a cliff, and I'm just gonna watch her. Sorry, I had you muted in game.
I had you muted.
My character has you muted so that he just tunes you out.
That's to spell on yourself so that you can't hear her. Some pretty aggressive pettiness for sure.
Hey man, I am incredibly petty.
Whatever works, you know.
All right, so we still need to find the just the Schwingas that we're looking for, but we only found the ice methods, and even then we haven't consistently found where they go.
All right, so from what I remember, we were like set up shop for like the night, I think, right? And we were just talking about coming back the next evening to look more, possibly, but we are also discussing better plan of action. So
yeah,
I would say is maybe we scout along the outside of the wall for the next night and see if we can see them either coming into town or going away from it,
maybe set up at a few different places. Since we saw them at the southeast gate, maybe have somebody at the southwest gate, or more like south, like tail. Somebody at the spot where we saw them, and somebody closer to the east gate.
Mm-hmm.
The other option is just if we think they might avoid the gates, just have somebody in between each gate, which might also work too. Because I don't know if they would avoid the gates or not. Nature check. Does that sound like anything? Does that sound like anything I might know?
You have no idea.
Damn it!
You idiot!
Ah!
It's a good like death noise right there.
Yoda death noise is my favorite meme, and I don't understand why.
Yeah,
Yoda death noise.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, what shall we do tonight to find some more ice methods?
Oh, I think you say maybe we should split up outside the gates and See if we can't see them coming or going, perhaps. It's obviously a daunting task being nighttime and all, but maybe we'd come across some kind of prints or spot them out in the wilds on their way in, perhaps.
That sounds like a good idea to me. But how should we split it up? I can take the initial spot where we found them with the snowball fight.
Very well. Yes, that shall be fine. I would, I suppose, take the east gate myself then.
I'll go in the middle then, I guess.
That
Let's
works
do
very
it.
fine for me. Yes.
All right. So evening comes and you guys part ways to go to your separate locations to keep watch. Now, give me a perception check, everyone.
Nice.
And Tara, do you have your perception check?
It's being slow.
Are you in Firefox again?
No.
Okay. You remember the Chrome, but the Chrome didn't remember you.
Also, don't know if it helps at all, but I do have dark vision, so if it is nighttime, it shouldn't hinder me.
And I have those nice goggles
Mm-hmm.
because I'm special.
In more ways than one.
What is that supposed to mean?
Much is obvious.
Even with the help of your goggles, Dalar, and everyone else without Dalar's special goggles, you don't see any Chwinga tonight. Or any other
yeah.
elementals for that matter.
Dang it! They're
True,
gone.
truly an unsuccessful evening. Saddening.
I've got a question about when we had the snowball fight.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see where they went after the fight? Like, did they fly off in a certain direction, or back into town, away from town?
They went back into town, and then, like, once they crossed, dropped back from the wall, that's when you lost sight of them.
Okay, but they just went back into town. Okay.
I just remembered one of the plot points from 2 weeks ago that hasn't been addressed yet. There's the whole lottery deal where someone was going to be...
Did somebody else already get drawn?
Yeah, someone else got drawn. Wei Fo was super interested in being outside the walls to observe. I don't know if anyone else shared that same interest or not.
I mean, I do. If it's like already passed, if we can't like.
Yeah, my character would tag along, but he does not have. He kind of accepts that that's just what they do for the time being, so he's not too invested in stopping it per se. As it seems like people have kind of accepted it for more or less.
All right. Well, we can say that will be. It got delayed by one night. That'll be the next night, not the one that you're on right now, but the next one. If you happen to wish to play that out, you can do so. Otherwise, you'll just spend a night in town.
I can watch somebody die for the better of the city. I'll do it.
Run upstairs because a fire alarm going off. I know it's just chicken burning, but I'll be right back.
All right.
Is Olivia cooking?
Do we need to call the fire department?
Oh, God.
What's their number?
Oh, fuck. Call the police. Maybe they know.
I know the number for the ambulance, but I don't know the number for the fire department.
Elena, did you manage to break up the money?
What?
The $30 that you got from the powers? Did you manage to break up one of the 20s into a 10?
Oh,
Dang
I
it!
don't know that was my job.
You have the money. What do you mean?
I asked if you could.
I said
Break
I
it.
don't. Oh, maybe I didn't tell you. I don't know. I don't have it. I have like a 20, a 5, and 2 ones.
What do you want me to do then?
Break it.
How?
Anywhere. Literally almost any place in the country will break a 20. You walk up to the counter, hey, can you break a 20? Sure. That's all you gotta do.
I find scissors are particularly useful in this situation.
You want me to do that? Huh?
Sure, I'm a spiteful bitch. We'll fucking both lose $10. I know you won't, because then you lose the entirety of what you got.
No, then we each get $10.
Oh my god.
But we have to find a way to break the other 20 to get that.
I'll cut that one too.
Yeah, okay.
God. You go anywhere and just have them break it at a register. That's actually all you have to do.
How I give it to you, and then you just owe me sometime.
Oh my, I guess.
Then I don't have to go anywhere.
Don't you have to go to work this week? What?
So what?
You need to get gas at some point, right?
Not for a little while.
And I guess, did you top off like as soon as you came back into town?
No. But it's still like half.
I guess I'll just take 40 and then I'll get you a meal at some point.
Yes.
Let's see, not everyone gets gas very often. If I'm just driving around town, I can fill up once like every 2 weeks. Like, no problem.
So I wasn't sure how much gas she would have after she had her drive to Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you went to Texas.
Yeah, a concert.
So there's a very reasonable possibility that she just doesn't have a whole lot and she would need to gas up in the next few days before work.
It's still a half.
Mm. Yeah, I still have to wait at least 2 days before I go back to work. Did you hear about that? Did I mention that to you, Colin?
No?
So I guess on my first day working on the floor on Tuesday, somebody who was there and I was in quote unquote close contact with tested positive for COVID. And so Friday, like 30 minutes into my shift, like, yeah, you need to go and get a test and then come back. And it's like, all right.
Huh.
They texted me like Sunday'd be the optimal day. I wasn't able to get a Walgreens drive-through test on Sunday, so I have one set up for tomorrow, and it's like a 24-hour for the results.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, I'll hopefully you come back on Wednesday. And hopefully I also get paid for it. I know full-timers do. I don't know about temps.
Probably
I'll find
not.
that out tomorrow. I don't know.
say
It's like, I don't know. I hope so, but I'm not too optimistic about it.
I was about to say you probably won't, unfortunately, even though you probably should, since
Yeah, like I get kicked out and I can't do anything about it.
yeah, I guess it's not like they were like, oh, somebody has COVID, do you want to stay? And then you chose to leave. They're like, hey, you have to go home.
Yeah, they
like,
literally just like, yeah, you guys, like me and my coach both had to go. And
Oh.
it's not like, oh, you have a chance to stay. It's like, no, you gotta go get a test. Testing best to be done Sunday. Couldn't find anything for Sunday, so I had to do Monday.
gotcha.
It's like 3 work days minimum where I'm just out. Just don't get anything. All right.
Close.
I guess we'll
That
see what
fucking
happens.
sucks.
Alright, so Viltrum is back. His house is obviously not burnt down.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
got-
it's burning. I just chose to come
Oh.
back down and start playing some more.
That whole the dog sitting in the room, this is fine meme is your house.
Yeah, literally.
Right now. Yeah,
I
okay,
got
cool.
shit to do right now.
Well, now you see, fire goes up, and he went into the basement. That's
That's smart.
Fire has to go up; it can't go down at all.
This shit figured out, boy.
We considered calling the fire department for you, but we couldn't remember what the number was, so
Yeah.
oh well.
Fair enough.
So the three of you return from a uneventful, albeit cold, especially for those of you who aren't Dalar, night of searching. You know what? I'm actually going to need a Constitution save from everyone but Dalar.
That little fucking bastard.
Ayla wins again.
Wait, what? You need a what?
Constitution save. Everyone but Dalar, because Dalar's got his little cheat cube.
All my friends have frozen to death.
We just have to like click the Constitution button to roll that save, right? Or is it something else?
It's been a while since
Probably.
I've looked at it.
How do I
Yeah,
do the
that's right.
death save?
That would make sense, because it's just that unless you're proficient in it.
Yeah, if you just click it from the list on the left, it'll ask you if you want an ability check or saving throw.
Ha. Got bonuses to your saving throws.
Alright, neither of you have frozen to death. You come back to the inn early morning. It's definitely a bit chill and cold, but rather alright otherwise.
Well,
Do you
I'm
guys see
truly not
anything?
quite sure. No. Not quite
Okay.
sure, where we're going wrong. I'd like not to think that it was just pure chance that we discovered these creatures, but, bloody hell, seems like this might be a bit more challenging than I was expecting.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Perhaps we still need to be looking
Oh.
more in the city at
Yeah.
night rather than
Outside.
outside.
Yeah,
Seems
let's
you
try
two
that.
are quite on the same page. I like it. I think yes, we should definitely attempt to search within the city this coming evening. Is there anything you all would like to do before nighttime falls? Do you think maybe we should go search about in the surrounding wilds or anything before nighttime comes?
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Depending on the time, we should probably make sure we rest up at least somewhat.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were up all night.
Time is right now.
It's the equivalent of probably 4 or 5 a.m.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can sleep real quick and then do it.
Yeah.
At least a moderate amount of sleep. I ain't doing no speed sleep.
Very well. Yes. Minimum amount of rest for all of my spells. I didn't use any, but it'll be fine. Minimum.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you guys hunker down in the inn once again for another morning's sleep, I suppose.
Yes.
And you wake up mid-afternoon, ready to start another day of looking, searching, walking around in the cold. And it's at this point your characters remember, oh hey, tonight's the night of the sacrifice outside the city.
Yes, the sacrifice. How could I forget? But, let's say you two about perhaps going up to the town hall, asking them round about what time they think they'll be, executing, as it were.
We'll say, what's his face? Wayfo pipes up. From the conversations they told us the other day, they take the victim out about a hour before what would be sundown if we could see it, and then close the gates at what would be sundown if we could see the sun.
Ah,
Well, there we go. Thank you, Wayfo.
yes.
So,
Thank you very
We
much.
still have an afternoon to kill.
Yes, suppose we probably have a few hours, yeah. I'm assuming that since we are in like a northern-ish town, if the patterns are anything like northern hemisphere on Earth, that the sun probably sets at like 5 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
6 p.m. We got a few hours. Oh, what say you few we head out towards the Oh, I suppose we could just toss a coin, truly, but maybe we go out towards the east gate, see what wilderness there is abound,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
we press on for the time being and return assuredly before sunset.
Sounds
Let's do
good.
it.
All right.
It'll be an adventure.
Yes, truly. And On the Road Again starts playing as we walk out the
Can't wait to get back on the road again.
gate.
All right. As well, since you're out wandering about looking again, go ahead and give me more perception checks.
Dude, are you
Hey, you
kidding
hit my
me?
die!
Dude, no fucking way.
Wait,
Two
the winner roll
nat
2 or at
ones.
20?
We'll
Two
find out
nat
when it
ones.
pops up.
I couldn't. Ah! We rolled 2 ones and a 2!
2 ones and a
Oh,
fucking
no.
2. Oh my god.
You just see me merrily skipping away.
Elena, you still did pretty good considering you rolled 2. You got a fucking 5 bonus.
Yeah.
So, here's the moment to not metagame. Dalar and Beltram, you both think you see some off, on a snow mound in the distance.
Beltram, do you see that? That's gotta be it.
I believe so. I think that's them.
You see
What,
something?
Let's go. I'm gonna start sprinting
Yes,
at
up there.
top
Do you?
speed.
No,
It's
wait.
up there!
I can't keep up with you, my little legs. Do you see it? Do you see it, Tora?
Top speed!
No, I don't see anything, but I'll follow you guys.
I swear it was right up there!
Let's get to the crest of the hill and see what we see.
Okay.
Tora's totally on board with not metagaming for sure. All right, as fast as I can, I'll try to keep up behind Taylor.
Okay. Dalar being much larger does create some distance between yourself and him. Dalar, can I get another perception check as you get closer? With disadvantage because of how convinced you are of what you saw.
Still totally not metagaming.
All right. Dalar, you begin to crawl up the snow mound where you see them. And can I get a dexterity saving throw from you?
Ah, fuck.
Biltram and Tora, from a distance, you see Dalar reach the top of this rather large snow mound and then just disappear into it.
Oh no! Did he fall? Where is he?
I don't know. He just disappeared.
Oh, this isn't good. Quickly with me. Let's search carefully and see if we can find where he went.
Okay.
So you begin carefully looking about. perhaps slowing down your walk up the hill just enough that
Thank you, man.
it's you don't fall into the same pitfall that Dalar did. You get up to the top and you see that while most of the snow on this mound is rather firm, there seems to have been a section that was hollowed out, as if something was using it for a den. Dalar, you fell about 20 feet into a big pile of soft snow down below.
Ah,
It's really good.
that was a bit of a shock.
Thank you a lot. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Hello up there. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we're here. Are you okay?
I think so. It looks like the snow broke my fall. But where am I? What am I in?
Looks like some kind of den or something, I suppose.
Is it an ice hole?
Sure, an ice hole. That's what it is. Yes, that's what you would call it, right, Tora? Right?
Yes.
Is it a big hairy ice hole?
Yes, that's precisely what it is. Yes. Is there a way to get him out?
Can I just climb the snow?
There are no obvious exits. It seems that the snow that collapsed has covered those. They might be able to be dug out, but he'd have to find them and dig them out. Climbing out might be an option. Have to
How
make
deep is it?
He's about 20 feet down.
But I probably have a rope. Probably. I don't know.
Do you have any rope?
Yes, I do. 50 feet of rope. I'll
There should be
toss
more
it
than
down.
20.
Did I say 20 feet? I meant 52 feet.
What's
Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, blast! We terribly miscalculated.
The hole suddenly collapses and deepens by 35 more feet.
Okay, climb up.
Alright, I got the rope. I'm coming up.
Alright, give me an athletics check to climb up.
Oh, God. Oh, thank God.
Your climbing is rather solid, and fortunately, the ice where Tora is standing also holds, so she's able to help you get up and out of the pit.
That could have been bloody nasty, yeah. Get hurt
Yeah.
when you fell down, or are you alright?
It was pretty soft on the way down, actually. It was just soft snow down there.
That's good. I wonder what could have possibly made this pit. I mean, at least it doesn't seem like any kind of normal, natural snowfall pattern, does it? Having a
No,
just in the middle of the
it didn't
snowfall?
seem natural. Did it, Colin?
No. At least none of you are aware of anything that would naturally cause snow to fall and create big openings like this that get sealed over at the top.
I suppose maybe this could be due to the high accumulation rate from the abnormal weather, I suppose, but I would reckon that this may be made by something. Maybe there's a man-made structure underneath all the snow, but perhaps it's some kind of animal or creature's shift home and being. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Either way, I don't. Unless this is like an ice myth at home, I don't don't think this is going to help us too much.
Can I roll any kind of check to see if I can kind of determine what the purpose of the shape of the hole might be, or like if I see anything that is any kind of indication to where there might have been an entrance or an exit or something like that?
Give me a perception check to try and spot it from the top. So as you look down into the pit, the floor has been covered with several fresh feet of snow and ice chunks from where Dalar collapsed the roof. Seems to be blocking any ways out, and there isn't any clear indication where the way out would have been. You do vaguely see what seems to resemble claw marks around some of the edges, as if something with large claws dug out this hole.
Look there. See, there's markings along the side of the hole. Indicate some kind of animal. I think maybe those marks. Maybe a bear or owl bear or some kind of creature that is native to the north. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Ilar, I would reckon that you would probably be more proficient in the knowledges of the animals and such in this area, but maybe this is something we should discuss with some people in town. If they've seen any larger beasts wandering about in this neck of the woods.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully it can't
that'd be a
hurt.
good idea.
Oh, just don't let me forget. I'm writing it down in my journal now, but that doesn't always save me.
Gotcha.
Can I get another set of perception checks from everybody as well?
Sure.
Never. Almost rolled another one. Jesus
I
Christ.
guess we're about to get dumped into another ice pit, huh?
You all fall into an ice hole this time.
This one specifically was to look around, see look for the signs of the chwingas that you thought you saw appear. You look around for a moment, and you realize what you saw as chwingas is actually the top 6 inches or so of trees that are buried underneath the snow.
Oh shit!
No! I thought we were on to something.
Yes, truly disheartening. But this
The
is
Schwingas have a deal with the trees to blend in.
they very well may. They very well may. This is an unnatural amount of snow. Look at this. These are pine, I believe. These grow incredibly tall, especially for my standards, but even by the likes of you all who are a little bit closer to the tops. They're incredibly tall trees. Snow is already this high. Seems impossible.
Seems pretty normal to me. Are they not this tall where you come from? Or just the snow that comes up this high?
The snowfall is not quite this not this extreme. It's still just a bit of an adaptation for me yet.
I suppose that's what happens when it gets really snowy nonstop for a long time. It builds up and has to go somewhere. It doesn't melt.
And Daylar, you're well aware that snow, well, especially in recent years, oftentimes doesn't melt, at least not with any sort of regularity.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose then that this little pit that you've fallen down is actually leading down towards the ground, actually. Trees are this tall, and that means that where you fell down to is closer to actual earth than we are standing right now.
Substantially so, yes. Is there a point you were going to make with that, or just making that observation?
Oh, simply just making an observation. Though I suppose that it'd be interesting to venture a guess as to what creature might be still living in a den down near the earth, as opposed to up top where the snow is at. Would be very interested in checking with the townsfolk to see if they might know of any dwelling creatures that are native to these lands, and maybe even ones that have been spotted in recent times in this area.
Well, I see two ways of looking about this. One, we can go to the town and ask around about it. Or two, we can just sit and wait, see what animal actually comes up to it. I gotta come back at some point.
Yeah, true. Maybe.
I would like to do that. I would like to see what returns to this area, but fortunately, we have business in the town at the ceremony for the execution. Sacrifice, excuse me, sacrifice. But I would agree, yes, I think we should maybe ask around some while we're at the proceedings for the sacrifice, and if no one has any ideas, then indeed we should return. You'll find this agreeable?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
What time is it presently? I don't know how long we've been gone.
By now it's probably close to 4.
Okay.
If you're wanting to be involved in the whole sacrifice thing, or anything with that, it's about time to start heading that direction.
It seems if we press on right now, I expect we'll be there just in time for the proceedings.
Yes. Do we know exactly where outside the city do they just leave the person outside the gate, or do they set them up somewhere outside the city?
They're taken about a mile outside of town.
Do we
There's
know
a little
exactly where?
Well, for the sake of time, we'll say, yeah, one of the guards pointed out where they take them. There's a little clearing in a forest nearby that they tie the victim to a post in.
How about this? You can head to town, and I'm going to go for an vantage point to watch for when they tie them up. That way I can keep an eye on it the whole time from a distance.
That's an interesting idea. Laura, would you like to come with me to the town and follow the proceeding out to the site, or would you rather go with Dalar to wait out?
I'll go with you.
Excellent. I was hoping that would be your answer. I hate to get caught out in the woods alone.
Alright. So, Dalar, you head for the site, and Biltram and Tora, you guys make your way back towards town. A small storm begins to whip up as you make your way your separate ways.
Well, as if on purpose.
This was all planned.
Tora and Biltram, you reach town just as they are leading the sacrificee through the gate. One of the guards at the gate turns to the two of you. Coming in, or you're staying out?
Well, we're planning on joining the proceeding here, and I suppose we will probably be returning with them if that's acceptable.
I suppose the town's headmaster gave special permissions for you to do so, so you return with the group of them that are taking the sacrificee out. We'll let you back in. Otherwise, gates are locked till dawn.
Ah, yes, good. Understood. We are approved and have been recommended to join the proceedings for observation and dignification.
Whatever. You do what you do. He seems to just really not care about the whole situation. Like, the kind of actor like this happens, you know, regularly.
Yeah.
So you guys then begin heading east once again, down the road, and then after about a half-mile veering off the road towards a small pocket of trees.
Have the people leading the procession like given us any mind or notice at all, or are they just letting us follow?
At this point, they're really just letting you follow along. It's those who are present walking there are in pretty somber mood. Not really any conversation going on, just walking to the post in the woods.
Okay. I will just continue to follow and watch silently.
All right.
Assuming Tora will do the same. Right.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Just kidding, ambush, I object to this whole system, starts killing him.
All right. So Dalar, you've reached the vantage point. Sometime before they get there.
Okay.
Let's see. So we will hop over to the scene in the forest.
Oh, man.
I've not drawn the other people from town on here just because I didn't feel like dragging tokens on for them, just for them to be here for 30 seconds and walk away.
Ah,
but-
come on. What are you doing, man?
But the other three people accompanying the sacrificee, they walk out here, they over to the post, they securely fasten the person to the post. Say a couple brief words, much how people do at funerals, and turn around and begin walking back towards town. The person tied to the post is trying to put on a face of, bravery and, what's the word I'm looking for? That's not coming to me.
Dignity?
A sense of duty. But he's not doing a very good job at putting on it, and you can see the fear in his eyes.
I'm gonna whisper in Tora's ear. Let's not mention Dalar's name or draw attention to him. Let's make sure that he's a silent, unseen observer until such a time that he may be useful.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of walk forward underneath this tree.
All right.
There at the post. How are you feeling?
Never better.
Yes.
Proud
I
to
can,
be serving my city and my family.
yes. Tell me about your family. Who all makes up your family that you serve?
Well, there's my son, and he has uh his wife and their children, and um that's really about the extent of it anymore.
Hmm. So, where is the rest of your family gone?
They well, my wife died several years ago. Caught pneumonia, and uh, the sickness took
Ah,
her.
yes. As it does, indeed. How old does this person look, just based off of looking at him?
Um, he's probably mid 70s.
Oh, damn. Okay. Also, should I assume that Wei Fo is like just tagged along with us watching this, or?
Um, to keep things simple, I'm going to assume Weifo is back at the inn in town keeping the peace.
Okay, gotcha. Still doing that thing. Cool. That works for me. Um, seeing his age and listening to his attempt at, I guess, nobility. Try to say this nicely. Um, so, do you not feel as though maybe these sacrifices aren't quite working in favor of the town? I mean, how long has your town been conducting these sacrifices in coordination with the rest of the town?
Um, well, we've been doing these for the better part of a couple years now.
Have you ever seen a any sort of mercy within the snow after performing a sacrifice?
No one can recall ever seeing such a thing. Anyone who's led out here has never been seen again.
So why are you still performing the sacrifices then?
To appease Aro. We've noticed that in doing these, um, the weeks following the sacrifice tend to be, even if just slightly, just a little bit more bearable as far as weather and beasts are concerned.
Ah, see. So you do fully believe that this is helping with your city and your family, eh?
Most certainly. There was one point in time near the beginning where we did stop these because of the outcry of the people. And in the weeks that followed, where there were no sacrifices, where what many, including myself, would describe as some of the worst blizzards that we had seen in our lives.
I see. Yes, that would be something to avoid, indeed. Um, if you don't mind my asking, are there any rights given to you by the people leading this procession? Were there any religious ceremonies performed, or
Uh,
have you been given garments that were marked for the beast?
um, uh, no garments of such. One of the men who escorted me out here was one of the priests back in town. He accompanies all such
Hmm.
uh, outings.
And to whom is his church ascribed? Aro?
I've got that somewhere in here, I think. No, it's not actually a priest of Aro. It's a priest of, a Monator.
Ah, see. And so he is simply performing the last rites in this action, as he is a holy or spiritual individual.
Yes.
And a monitor. Why has it been that a monitor has not been able to lift these snows for you?
Um, nobody knows for sure. We suspect that it's the struggle amongst the gods that, you know, there are many of them, and they all strive for power in their own ways, and
They do
current,
indeed.
currently Aro's the one that holds sway out here.
So it would seem. If you don't mind, I will leave you in peace shortly, but if you don't mind, I would like to inspect some of your clothing and post to which you are tied, just as a matter of curiosity. I swear I won't pull any tricks.
I'm tied to a post about to be, uh, well, killed in some manner or another. And do whatever it is you want to do.
Very well, thank you. I'm gonna investigate the post as well as like some of its clothing for like signs of any kind of like their religious demarcation or alchemical symbology.
No, doesn't seem to be anything of the sort. His clothes are, pretty plain. It is a fresh set of clothes. Um, not quite as warm as one would typically wear out here. If you were actually going to be out here, such as yourselves. Um, the post itself, seems to have all sorts of bite marks and scratch marks on it, and you even see what seem to be a couple of old, formerly used posts in varying stages of decay lying next to it. If they've had to replace it a couple times over the years.
Interesting. Just interesting. Right. Well, I do believe I've seen what I've needed to see. Appreciate your time, and well, I most wish you courage and achievement, I suppose, of some sort on your coming venture. We shall be around, and I wish you luck.
He nods and sees you off. Biltram and Torin, what are your plans to do now? You either can stay out here, meet up with Dalar, or you've got just enough time that you can catch up with those returning to town and make it back safely for the night.
Tora, what do you think we should do about Dalar? Do you think we should signal for him to treat with us, or do you believe that it's best if we wait here with him to inspect the proceedings and see what comes of this?
I say wait for him here.
Right. All right. Well, see how long we can make this. I would like to at least try and you can still see what's going on. Try to like just try to hide like underneath this tree or something, and like,
Okay.
still have a view of what's happening, but like try to make ourselves a little burrow here or something.
Yeah.
Stay hidden in some kind.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my spot since I can see north, the person, and to the west pretty well.
All right. Tora, you just gonna be standing out in the open, or are you gonna hide as well?
No, I said I was gonna go with him.
Oh, right. Okay.
Would you? I was gonna say I can either roll a stealth, or if you want me to, I was also gonna say I would like to try and like build just a small little snow mound or something to hide behind as well, and like kind of like sit nestle down in,
Okay.
let the wind break and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll a survival for that or anything, or do you care?
Yeah, roll survival for that, and then go ahead and roll stealth as well. Dalar will need stealth from you too.
Jesus H Christ.
Gonna quietly just hop into this tree right here. I am the bird. Come, motherfuckers.
So,
What is that over
despite
there? Oh, that's Biltram trying to hide in the snow. As I hear like shuffling going on over there.
Literally.
so Biltram, you're over there trying to build a windbreak and stuff, and you do that somewhat, but the storm continues to move into the area, and the winds pick up, and even with a bit of a windbreak, the wind is still getting the better of you, and your teeth can be heard chattering from a
Nice.
significant distance away.
Awesome. I love it. Gotta love it.
So about an hour passes as the sun sets behind the storm. What little bit of light you had completely fades away.
Sam Fisher goggles turn on.
Those of you who have dark vision, give me a perception check.
Almost out of fucking 19.
All right. Dalar, you'll definitely get a good view of what's happened here. Biltram is a little bit hard for you to catch it all through the snow. It's coming down rather heavy at this point, making seeing rather hard.
Understandable, understandable.
But you don't even see it at first. You feel slight tremors in the ground. Rustling of the trees in a way that the wind has not been the whole time you've been out here. Dalar, you see a small hump traveling through the snow as if something's burrowing through it, getting ever closer to the man tied to the post.
How fast is it going?
Let's see. Speed somewhere. Maybe. It's going about as fast as a person would travel.
Okay.
Like, over solid ground. It's traveling that through snow.
It's burrowing that through snow.
Um, and then after it comes to a stop in front of the person tied to the post, and all falls quiet for just a moment. And then, well, at least two of you see it. Tori, you don't have any dark vision, do you?
No.
No. So you don't really see much of what's going on here.
Okay.
But the creature pops out of the snow. Snow flies everywhere, and you feel a sudden blast of heat that seems to radiate from the beast. Tora, you can even see it faintly now as the heat coming off of it gives it a very faint glow.
Okay.
The giant beast stretches out 20 feet above the sacrificee. It growls for a moment and then begins tearing into him. He lets off one last shriek of pain as he falls limp at the post and is quickly devoured.
I'm sitting in shocked silence.
Aside from your teeth chattering.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah.
He's not attempting to make a noise.
Mm-hmm. So it finishes up its meal at the post. Looks around to make sure it didn't leave any chunks of flesh hanging about, and then it seems its attention is drawn to the west from where it's at.
I'm gonna
Oh Jesus!
try to quietly cast Detect Magic on it.
I'm gonna quietly cast "Get me the fuck out of here" real quick.
I don't think I'm familiar with that spell. Is that a new one?
Okay. Yeah, it's in range. It's like a 30-foot radius, so it's in range of me barely. I think that's something special I have. I don't think I need to use a spell slot for that. I don't remember. I have to figure it out. It's been forever since I've looked into it. Can't remember. But either way, I have it.
Yes. I do need a stealth check from you for the verbal part of it, unless you're just going to be shouting it out.
I'm a ninja. I'll whisper it. It's fine.
It does not detect as magical.
Okay.
It moves a couple spaces over to the west.
I was about to say I'm going to turn and whisper as quietly as I can towards your. Nils, we're here. We must leave. And then I'm going to cast minor illusion, like out in front of the trees, like where we're hiding at.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in this range over here. I'm just going to cast minor illusion. Put like the image of a deer just standing like right in the middle of the trees there. I'm going to get up and start moving. If I need to roll stealth or something like that, I can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth with that.
Okay.
Let Tora get over here.
Tora teleported away from me. She said, "Fuck this. I'm not doing this
Oops.
shit."
Yeah, let's say like, wait, how'd you just cross the field all of a sudden?
It didn't mean
Wait
to.
a second.
Says,
She's
yeah, I
got
don't want
magic all along.
I don't want to do whatever's going on over there.
Anyways, fucking midget and his shit.
So the creature goes after and tries to attack the illusionist deer.
Run!
Okay,
And I'm just gonna start sprinting as fast as I can. running back towards the trail to get back towards the town.
He doesn't seem to follow you as you begin sprinting off towards town. He tries to eat the deer for a couple moments before giving up almost in a fit of rage and dashing back through his snow tunnel. And
he caught a deer, tried to eat it, and failed.
No, the deer was an illusion that Bilton created.
I was looking at something else. Okay, that makes sense. I was about to say, wait, what the fuck? I was about to get really confused. Like, did he kill the deer to eat it and then realize I can't eat this? All right, I missed the part. I heard him cast minor illusion, but I didn't hear what he casted for minor illusion.
Yeah, it was to create a deer.
Okay, sorry, that makes sense. I was so confused. Like, wait, what? Did he go to Burrow again?
Yes.
Where is he going?
What faint traces of the tunnel you can see seem to go northeast from where you're at.
I chase after it.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna, kind of in hurried speech and hastened breath. Well, there's a giant beast back there. We must go all the way back to the town now. We must go now.
Like a dad talking to his daughter. We must go right now. No time to talk.
Daylor, I need a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh boy. It's a good thing I'm a natural. Fuck.
Oh no. That's not so good.
Daylor, can you do a favor for me?
What?
Oh shit.
I need you to roll initiative.
Just him.
Just him.
Oh,
Unless the other two of you are going to come back and help him.
Wait, we're saved. There's no active combat encounter in my current leave. You see it. I cannot roll initiative. I'm saved.
Hold on, I'll fix that.
No.
Okay, try again. No, you can try making a perception check, but being that you're some distance away at this point, through Blizzard, and Dalar's running basically the other direction from you.
I'm sorry, I'm basically already committed to hightailing it back to the city walls. So,
can I do a spell as a reaction to seeing him? Do I see him pop up?
He does pop up.
As he pops up, can I do a reaction to it?
Sure, I'll allow that as he's trying to orient himself to exactly where you're at.
Hello! I fucking hope this works. Hello there, mighty beast. Considering it was not magical, I presume he would be considered a beast of some kind.
Let me look up something.
You can tell me this fucker speaks something like goddamn Elvish or some shit. Speaks so many languages. Better be able to communicate with this guy some way. Start speaking Yeti to him if he doesn't understand me. I'll do that.
Yeti.
I do know how to speak Yeti.
Nice. That's actually pretty cool.
I am a man of many awkwardnesses. This doesn't fucking work. I have one other option. I really didn't want to bring it up, but I might have to at level 1.
As long as it doesn't have any legendary actions, you can probably just fucking kite him by just using dash every single turn you take.
I mean, if he's faster than me, then no. What if he's just
Yeah,
more than 30
that's
move
true.
speed? He'll eventually dash, catch up, and then be able to attack and move. I mean,
I guess it depends on how many feet we have to go back.
Or he'll be able to start getting attack opportunities onto me too.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think my 12 AC and 9 HP is gonna hold up much against it.
You only have a 9 HP.
12 AC and 9 HP. I am
Literally
very
all-
squishy.
They're only like 1 point on each of those greater than me.
Um,
So yeah,
I'm
you're
a very
probably-
squishy hermit. I'm a
s-
druid.
So here's what I'm going to say on this. Since the spell specifies beasts, this thing is technically not a beast; it's a monstrosity.
But it says monster. A monstrosity is not a monster. Oh, I guess it gives you location of monsters. I don't actually speak to monsters. Oh, fuck. It's not a beast. Ah, shit.
Well, guess you're fucked, bud.
There's no cock like horse cock.
Jesus. Didn't someone make a YouTube video, like a song about that?
Yes.
I've had the mispleasure of seeing that a time or two.
Where's the?
But that is basically your theme song right now. So
Yes. Things aren't looking good for old Dalar. How did I get? I don't even know. So you're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
There it is. All right.
Ba, ba. Ba. Ba, ba. Oh shit. I can still do this. Scott comes back. So how you guys doing? Good. Didn't miss anything? No.
yeah,
What is
just
this?
don't even.
Oh, this is my new. This is definitely Dalar. It just has like a mask on.
Just about to say, you just don't even bother introducing your completely
Don't.
new characters. Yeah.
Just don't introduce it. Just keep it going.
Make your new character like completely different, like you're
Dalar doors with.
but you're like an elf, make him like an elf monk or something like that.
Everybody in the fucking party's just monks except for me.
That means you're next, bud.
Yeah, literally.
Good.
Like, the best thing is, in character, Tora and I both play along. Like, oh yeah, this is totally Dalar, because you don't want to, you don't want to worry way forward that, like, it's somebody else.
The way I
Like,
actually
oh,
believe it
no.
too.
Or just
Believe
took a
it.
potion that completely changed him into a different person.
Oh no.
It's totally
Oh
Dalar.
no. I've got a feeling this guy's got a high attack too, so the chances of him missing are pretty low. Oh no. Come on, we can talk this out. Come on.
All right, Dalo, your fate may very well rest in this click of the button.
You ate
right
the
here.
sacrifice. No, we can't sacrifice him properly.
He's gotta be full, bro. Come on now. Way he's still hungry.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna survive. It's okay. Why does this have to be a bonus action and not a reaction? Oh no. My other option to get away was still just a bonus action. Oh no. My hidden step.
Why did you chase it though?
I was hoping it was a beast and not a monstrosity.
Brandon sees like a literal fucking like ice demon, and he's like, "Yeah, it's probably a good thing for me to hunt down alone in the woods at night."
In a blizzard. In a blizzard.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Watch Van Helsing, I got this.
Abraham Lincoln is my favorite vampire slayer.
Yeah.
So, The uh the creature finishes up the second part of its snack. Uh, just end this combat.
I am instantly dead. 4 times. What? Let's see. That's what 48.
18.
5 times over.
18 damage was enough to kill you outright.
I took 48. Oh,
Jesus
an extra.
Christ, dude.
Oh, I had so many cool things. My hidden step, my ninjutsu. No, I took a gamble. It was not a good gamble.
Colin, for those of us who don't read into the narrative portions of these games, you've got to put some more ominous music on. That way, when he hears it, he's like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be afraid of this." Won't go near.
Yeah.
So, Colin, I think you see why I bought so many poker games. I'm really bad at gambling. Okay, Jacob, context. Last weekend, there was a buy 2, get 1 free sale at Vintage Stock, and I bought 8 poker games just for their boxes. That's nice, clean boxes. So I just have I had 8 casual poker games laying around on Xbox and PS2.
Nice.
I really want to know what the thought process was of the guy who rung you up for that.
I know, right? I'm gonna go try to sell them all back as trade-ins. I'm not gonna do a return because I don't think they would take that, but I'm gonna try just fucking trade them in for like 20 cents a pop.
Hey, you
Oh,
get
so many
enough
poker
of those, or it
games.
might be enough to buy another box of poker games.
It all comes back around.
Full circle, my favorite.
I use the poker to fund the poker.
Oh, since we didn't see any of this, you just want to go on to where we get back to the wall and try to figure out.
Yeah, so
My plan's all coming together. I've given him 2 sacrifices. That puts everything out of whack. It's a super blizzard forever.
Brandon just accidentally offset the entire ecosystem of this area, and we're all dead now.
It is now worse than it was before, all according to plan. I've ruined everything.
A game-breaking glitch. We literally can't even fucking level up fast enough to beat what's.
all right. As he who used to be Dalar, you should have a fresh character sheet now.
Do we get back into the walls unhassled, since we told that guy that we were with the councilman?
No. You guys reach the gate. The gate is closed, locked, and there does not seem to be anybody answering it.
What do we do?
Or please tell me you're good at picking locks or something.
Actually, I think so. Let me see.
Is there a visible lock we can access?
As good as picking locks as you might be, you've not yet learned how to pick locks that are on the other side of the wall.
There's gotta
It's
be a spell for that.
It's locked and barred from the inside. I mean, the gates were built with the idea that, the entire city is not going to get up one day and go outside the walls and need to lock it behind us. There's going to be someone inside. Lock the gates behind them.
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody over there?
Your call or you get no response to your call.
Well, I try harder. Just kidding. How high are the walls?
Let me see if I have an official thing so I don't get straight. But they are roughly 30 feet high.
Still got that rope. You want to try and make a grappling hook and get up in there?
Yeah, let's try it.
Gates, for reference, are only 15 feet high.
All right, let's try and go up the gate instead then.
Yeah. Let's try the gate.
We'll assist whatever roll Tora makes towards sleight of hand, or whatever we got to do to like fashion kind of a grappling hook kind of a thing to throw over the wall.
All right. Let's see. What materials are you using to make this hook? Out of curiosity.
I don't know.
I have a
What do we
small
have?
knife.
I have
What's
a
that?
crowbar.
A knife.
For what?
I have a crowbar.
That would work.
Okay. Now
Tie.
what kind of check?
It's gonna be an athletics check to chuck this thing up over the wall. And on your message there, Brandon, no worries.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna. We're close enough to ending it for the night that we weren't gonna introduce a new character tonight anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You do throw it over the wall. It does seem to catch on something. It seems fairly snug.
Okay, let's go.
Perfect. Perfect. If you'd like, I can go first and test the weight since I'm lighter, and I can also, if I make it over, I can lift the bar on the other side.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
All right. Give me an athletics check to climb over.
Sure. There we go. Fuck. Right, fall on my ass.
Yeah, so you've been out in the cold for several hours now. Your hands are just... I mean, you know how that is when it's cold out. Your hands they just don't work, you know. You're trying to rip the rope and you just can't hold on tight enough to hold even your little bit of body weight.
Well, perhaps I was too eager. Maybe you should go first. I'm sorry.
I'll try.
I thought I could manage it. Gets like a 22 or whatever that is.
Yeah, so Tora, you climb up and over with the greatest of ease.
I unlock it for him.
All right. So you lift the large wooden iron banded wood beams off of their holders to unlock the door and push it open, creating a way in for Biltram.
Thank you so much.
Tora, give me a stealth check as you do that.
Okay.
Unless you're just not being stealthy at all, in which case.
I'll try to be quiet.
And for the advantage for him, yeah, it didn't matter. Alright. So, you guys make it inside. I assume you're closing the gate behind you as you come in, or you're just going to be those guys? Okay. Just thought I'd double check.
See if we can hang out in a guardsman's booth or something, and wait and see if perhaps Baylor makes it back through the east gate here sometime tonight.
Hey, yeah, good idea.
He'll need us to open the gate if he comes back. He comes back.
Yeah, if.
As far as you know, I'm still coming back.
Yeah.
So you guys wait till morning. And, no sign of Dalar anywhere.
Did.
Uh, at dawn, the guards come and open up the gates.
Well, I must say this has me quite vexed, but we should return to the inn and rest. They will find us there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You guys return to the inn. When you get there, you find that Wayfo informs you that the tavern's typically extra chaotic than day before sacrifice, and everyone trying to get their last round of drinks in before it happens. So his extra handiwork has earned you guys a couple extra nights in the inn on the house.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. This is marvelous. Marvelous.
But you guys spend you spend those couple of days, searching for Chewingas when you can, but you're also waiting for Dalar to return, but no sign of him. Ask around town. Nothing. Nobody's seen him since, before the sacrifice.
Nearing the final day, I would like to say we go out there and conduct an investigation at the sacrificial site, see if we find anything.
Okay.
I will. Maybe that could also serve as a filler, filling in for Scott for the next time we play the actual investigation at the sacrificial site. He can draw his own conclusions, perhaps.
Yeah, we could do that.
Back to the scene of the crime.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna drop off there then. So Lydia needs me to help with some stuff before I gotta get ready for work tomorrow and stuff. So
No worries. I think this is a good stopping point for the evening.
alrighty.
See you guys next week.
I'll show you a good stopping point.
Bye.
Dies and says, "All right, guys, you do whatever you want. I'll catch you later."
Smell you later.